If you're enjoying this video, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, and share. And don't forget to hit that little notification bell so you'll be notified when I post a video. Peace.
It's your boy Minute. Welcome to the Vendetta Army.
What up, guys? It's your boy, Big Will, Minute. People been asking me about this situation. I've been marinating on it, cause this is it's a bad look. It really is on both sides. For those of you who don't know, Mr. Jordan Myles, wrestler on the NXT scene. He was a real prominent in the Indies. Real name is Albert Hardell Jr. Trying to think what his name was on the Indies. It was weird because I don't really follow the indie scene, but every now and then somebody catches my eye. I think ACH, yeah. Ring of Honor, things like that, different promotions like that, and he's a good athlete. I was watching if you got the network, check out the Performance Center Combine, where all the athletes come together and they do different activities. I guess it's something they do yearly. They keep records of it, where you get to see that the Performance Center is full of some tremendous athletes down there. I mean, we all know them as wrestlers. And depending on what your fandom is and how deep you go into really knowing this aspect of entertainment, how deep you go to find out a lot of these people are extreme athletes, and that combine really showed it out. And he was one of the standouts when they did like their up and comers section. It was like a third group. They did the male group, the female group, and then like the Rising Stars group. People who've only been at the Performance Center for like not even a month, if not less. And they had the big tall guy from Africa too, who he just started getting matches, non-televised matches. And he's another one just freakish athletes. I'm not gonna go into. You can go check that out on the WWE Network. But that's where I first saw Jordan Myles, because I heard his name on the Indies, ACH. That was my first time seeing him, and he was putting up numbers that could have rivaled the men that went, days before. He ended up overall being up there, and of course he won a little breakout stars little tournament they did, which the winner got to pick their championship, and he picked to go after Adam Cole and put on a great match with Adam Cole. I was like, man, I was happy for this little guy. I call him a little guy because he's a little smaller, thick statue, kind of like a smaller Apollo Crews. They may be around the same height. Apollo may be a little bit taller, but Apollo's way thicker. But they kind of the same type of style, So, but what's going on is he had this shirt, as you can see. I got it up here on the screen. He had a shirt. Shirt came out, and he then went ballistic on Twitter because, of course, you can see the shirt. It looks like blackface. Basically, it does. It looks like blackface. Jordan Myles, and it looks like a smile, with the white teeth or whatever. And he basically is calling it racist, and he's calling out WWE, Vince McMahon, going off on social media. This is what we do now in this generation. A lot of the veterans that came out and said, like Booker T, Titus O'Neil, the people who, when the issue of race comes up when it comes to wrestling, people like Booker T, Titus O'Neil, Mark Henry, those are the main people who really come out and really speak on it, because they have in the past, so people expect them to speak again. And they all said the same thing, where they agreed that this was wrong and ugly, disrespectful, and all that. But they said the way he's gone about it is bad on him too. You know what I'm saying? For the culture. but there's other people that's in the culture too. Don't don't gut punch everybody else who's dealing with it. Yes, kudos to you for speaking up. Somebody got to do it, but bro, you got to do it in a certain way. I mean, you just went. But they can't fire him because there'll be a whole nother stink. But for what he said and what he's going at them with, whether he's right or wrong, they got by all means they could cut ties with him. Of course, that's going to open up another can of worms on their part, so they shouldn't do that, and they're probably not going to. They're just probably going to try to save face and hope it goes away. But I mean, he calling them racist. I mean, speaking out, vulgar language. Just everything that you would normally do on social media that people have gotten fired for, or more serious things outside of wrestling. When you just think of social media, how social media has cost people money and jobs before. It's a platform, freedom of speech. But hey, what's it called? Right to something where a job can be like, hey, if we want to get rid of you, we can get rid of you. Boom. You know what I'm saying? It's Vince McMahon's company. I mean, it's owned by the McMahons. I'm sure he made it public or whatever. So I don't know if he still has that right to do what he wants to his employees as far as when it comes to employment. He can file a grievance or whatever. Let's let you check out some of this stuff, this article. I'm gonna post it in the description box. There's millions of articles, not millions, but there's a lot of articles about the situation. I'm gonna use the one from Sports Illustrated because I think it's Sports Illustrated, the wrestling section. I think it's most credible. So I'll go ahead and use that one. Yeah, I apologize for the way the article looks. Haven't quite figured out how to transition something from my program to make it to where you guys see it clearly. We'll figure it out. As you can see here, what it says, WWE wrestler Jordan Myles criticized the employer as racist after the company designed a t-shirt invoking racial stereotypes. Myles, real name Albert Hardy Jr., 31, tweeted Sunday that the shirt, which with its big red lips and bright white teeth on a black background, recalled racist Sambu imagery. It's a slap in the face to every African American performer, fan, and supporter. This is his tweet. It says, I will keep posting this till my voice is heard. I am not sorry for anything I say or do. Representation is important. If this is at Vince McMahon, at Triple H, vision of me, then this is a slap in the face to every African American performer, fan, and supporter, which he said before. And there's a picture of the shirt. Now look at the shirt. Look at that shirt. You can see it right here. That's clearly blackface. Clearly blackface. Blackface, big white teeth, red background, lips. What are we known for as black people? We're known for our big ass lips. Bruh. So for them to do this, it's such a bad look. Such a bad look. Let's go back to the article. I feel you, bruh. I'd have been mad as hell too. But there's more context to it. Let's keep going. In a since deleted Twitter video, Myles said WWE doesn't care about black people before flashing the middle finger. You can go and find that. I'm not going to play it on my channel. They issued a statement later saying Sunday the shirt had already been redesigned and that none were sold. First of all, so it's not coming out. You can't find these or buy them. I think this was just an image that was sent to him or something like that. It says that he approved the t-shirt for sale, the statement read. As always, we work collaboratively with all performers to develop logos and merchandise designs and get their input and approval before proceeding. This was the same process with Albert. We responded swiftly once he later requested that the logo/t-shirt be redesigned. No shirts were sold. Myles said he objected to the design and offered an alternate, but WWE still went forward with the design he felt uncomfortable with. He also tweeted a screenshot of an email from a WWE employee in which the employee says Triple H, the executive, and it lists his real name there, wanted the design to be more teethy. Myles said he initially accepted the design because it was shown to him on a white shirt. Then here's the said tweet. When I originally saw the design, I was uncomfortable. Rather than addressing the issue, I decided to counteroffer with another. Baker Landon, must be the source they're using, lied to my face. He said Triple H wanted this design, so my hands were tied. I spoke with Triple H in person, and his impression was I approved. Myles also brought up WWE's continued employment of Hulk Hogan, who was rehired by the company in July, 3 years after he was fired for being caught repeatedly using the N-word. The whole WWE system is a fraud. They created this system where you can't trust anyone who grow cold and they grow apart from what you love the most. The fact that Hulk Hogan is still employed after giving the locker room an apology for being caught says enough for the culture. The hashtag. The controversial T-shirt was one of the controversial shirt was one of more than revealed by WWE in mid-September for talent on his NXT brand. Myles said he spoke out Sunday because my soul hasn't been able to rest properly since I've laid eyes on it. The original shirt was replaced another one featuring Myles' name in a 90s style cartoon font. The shirt is no longer for sale on WWE websites. Myles, known for his work on the independent circuit as ACH, signed for WWE in February and was quickly thrust to a prominent position on NXT, where he was booked to breakout and he won that and faced Adam Cole in a great match. Boom. That's that. Now, okay. Now, I wouldn't look. Booker T said basically that, they said he approved the shirt. Now, everybody's saying that he approved the shirt. What I think he's saying is they came to him with this. He looked at it and was like, first of all, he probably said, "What the fuck" to the person. Or probably some lackey. He's like, dude, really? You know what I'm saying? And he came back with a counter. Well, now we don't know what his counter shirt was because he said he originally was showing the shirt on a white T-shirt. Booker T says they never put T-shirts on white. They starting to do T-shirts on more colors now. So maybe I don't know if they showed him on a white background. I don't see that happening, a white T-shirt. So he may be lying on that. But basically, whether he approved the shirt or not, he probably was like his counter shirt. Dude came back and Triple H said Triple H wanted to be more teethy. If they said that to him, I'd have quit right there. Because somebody need to be fired. Who comes to somebody, especially a black man, with a black T-shirt shaped like a mouth, the red background, and then white letters. And he has a big smile anyway. He has big lips. He has big teeth. He does have it. And for Triple H to say it needs to be more teethy, come on, somebody need to be fired. Whoever came up with that design either need to be fired, fined, reprimanded, or something, or issue this man an apology because this man probably gonna lose his job if the W really decides to go forward because he's going off on Twitter because he's mad. He do need to take a chill pill and calm the hell down, but it's ridiculous. And then they trying to say, well, you approved the shirt. Well, I mean, it's a big bad company, and they say, hey, this is the shirt we go. Basically, we letting you see it, but this is what we going through with. And then he was like, once he made us think about it, they pulled it, so it's not going to be out there. But the simple fact that it was even put there in the first place, that was the original concept, was to give a black man a T-shirt with big lips. It's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I hope he keeps his job. I hope he doesn't get fired over it. Because he's young, and this young generation now goes right to social media and posts all their grievances. So, bad part on him for doing that. But, hey, man, I feel you, man. I hope this Jordan Myles situation, I hope it figures itself out. Because he is a good talent, and I would hate to see him go. But, plus side, maybe he could just go to AEW. Because they're not going to use him right anyway in the E. Let's be honest. They're not going to use him right. Look what they did with Apollo. I was saying he reminds me of Apollo Crews, and look where Apollo Crews' career is gone. He was in NXT for a cup of coffee, got moved up, which everybody wanted him to. And what have they done with him? Nothing. He hasn't even had a major title since he's been brought up. What do you think they're going to do with Jordan Myles? A smaller version of Apollo Crews. and now he got this controversy on his back too. Oh, he's pretty much buried. You know what I'm saying? He's barely on NXT TV. He had the breakout thing, but he had to match Adam Cole. I haven't seen him on the NXT live. You think he's gonna be on there now after this? Oh, they gonna bury him. He probably gonna be on non-tape shows. He gonna be on non-TV for a while, if that. Or it could go either way. It could either bury him, or it could save face and he could end up on TV now. Because people, oh man, who is this guy that's causing all this controversy? The WWE, being the business uh, promotion they may try to use that, put him on TV, try to make more money, boost ratings on NXT. Wouldn't surprise me if Jordan Myles is on Wednesday's edition of NXT. With all this going on, if they bring him out there, because everybody's like, man, this guy Jordan Myles talking bad about WWE, man, who is this guy? And then if they tune in Wednesday for NXT and he's not on the show, bad look. Especially when you in a war with AEW. Matter of fact, he better be on the show Wednesday. If they were smart, they would put him on that show Wednesday. He should open up the show with a match. I don't care against who. They need to have him on TV. They need to capitalize on this because it's ratings. People will tune in. Because people are going to, oh, Jordan Myles, NXT. Is NXT on USA? I'm going to go check it out. So I want to see who this guy is. What's he about? If they tune in and he's not on the show, bruh. But that's my take on the situation. I think it's a bad look, first of all, and it's whether he approved the shirt or the fact that it was even designed is ridiculous. Now him taking shots at other companies and calling Jay Lethal or Uncle Tom and all that stuff, that's just him acting out, being angry because he's upset. And he's young, and he's doing it on social media like these kids do now. He's wrong on that. He need to have better people on his team, and better friends to check him on that. Take his phone or something, tell him to calm down, have a drink, you know what I'm saying? Smoke something, do what you need to do, whatever you need to do to calm the hell down. Because I know you mad and upset right now. You know, for the culture, but you can't let it affect your pocketbook, bro. So, that's the video. Hit the like button, subscribe, share. Hit that notification bell right up there. Follow me on my social media. Manute Brewer, William Manute Brewer, Manute316, Brewer 316 on Mixer. Mixer is blowing up. But till next time, catch you guys later. Peace, grease, and everything like that. Deuces.